Light, camera, action.
Okay.
I'm Harry. I'm 19 years old. I'm Mum's middle. I know the favorite son.
Yeah, excellent.
And my name's Alex, and I'm Harry's mum.
Harry.
Yes.
I'm a carer to Harry, who's my middle child. I have 3 sons, and Harry has an intellectual delay, and along with that he has a congenital medical condition that potentially impacts every day of his life.
Some people cannot think I vote, but I did. As my choice, who do I vote for? Mum did help me from the very beginning.
Well, Harry's first election was the local government 2024 elections. So once we received our ballot packs, we went through their statements, highlighting key issues, and then broke that down into very simple language that Harry understood.
We were at the dining room table. Mum was helping me. I picked the numbers to the most important to the least important.
Looked at how these relate to his life and things that he uses within his community. And from that, Harry was able to move these papers around and prioritise who was his number 1, preference 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on.
I can do it on my own, then I can show her after.
Yeah, because it's your choice, isn't it? It's not mine.
No, it's my choice. Like, I mean, I can do it on my own, yes. Then I can, after, I say, Mum, I'm done. Then she can have a look.
But ultimately, I think we all voted very differently that day, didn't we, Harry? And that was okay, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's fine. It feels so good, I can, finally vote.
It's really important that everyone's involved in the electoral process. Harry's voice is just as important as mine and anyone else in the community. So it's really important for our children to vote. The VEC has some great resources that assisted me with supporting Harry, which was a really good resource as it had a lot of visuals, very little writing, but gave Harry an overview of what local council does and that whole election process. I realise that as carers we might think that it's quite a daunting task in that we're the ones having to support them in their knowledge and throughout the process, but it's an important life skill that they need to learn. When Harry was younger, in his primary school years, and it's something that's not quite on your radar as a carer, but I hadn't actually come across any information about eligibility for voting for people with disability. So once I realised that he certainly was eligible to vote, it was certainly something that I thought it's something, well, primarily he has a right to do, and it's really important that he is involved in that process. As carers, we're trying to gain his independence and skill set in so many facets of his life, and learning to vote is no different. So I knew that with the right support and preparation, it would be certainly something that he would be able to do.
Don't forget to vote at home or the centre.
I think with Harry, it was really important that he knew that he was supported and that he didn't have to do it alone. And quite often there may be some anxiety that comes along with this process. And knowing that you could have somebody there with you, assisting you to do that, was really quite a valuable thing, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes, spot on.
Yeah.
She's amazing. It always smells my heart. I want to say the biggest thank you to her. Is that her? I actually going to actually cry.
Oh.
But I get to have my mother cares about me and I love it so much.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Harry.
Of course.